Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to start our new unit. The name is unit number 6. Unit number 6, we are going to start. The name of the unit number 6 is self development and assessment. But before we begin today's session, first, Umang, are you there? Umang is there. So it means that Umang is absent because he has assigned the duty to open the session. Fine. Karthik is there or not? Fine. So Karthik, you have to end the session. That's why I'm asking. Fine. You are present. Umang is absent. Fine. So fine. I am opening this session. What we have done in our previous session. So in our previous session, we have just finished unit number 5, where unit number 5 is all about etiquettes, where we have seen many etiquettes. In this etiquettes, we have seen that telephonic etiquettes. We have started with telephonic etiquettes, and then we have seen uh, time management. Then we have seen so unit number 5. We have seen telephonic etiquettes. You can say etiquettes for foreign business trip. Then we have seen visit to foreign counterparts. Then etiquettes for small talks, respecting privacy, learning to say no, and the last one was time management. In this time management, we have seen that how to manage time and how to prioritize our work. At the same time, we have seen that meaning of time management and how to manage time effectively. And to manage time effectively, we have seen setting goals and objectives, effective planning, setting deadlines, delegation of responsibilities, prioritizing tasks, spending the right time on right activity. And we also seen that for effective time management, one is to be organized, and one should not miss deadline, and one should be focused. So this was the topic that we have seen in our previous session, and today we are going to see unit number 6, self-development and assessment. This is the last unit, you can say, and here today's topics are, you can say, introduction. Then we will see need and, you can say, changes. Then we will see grow, persist, prioritize. There are some phrases related to development and self-assessment. So we will see, first of all, what is, you can say, self-assessment. It's a professional and formal environment is all, you can see that professional and, you can say, formal environment is all vulnerable. So the skill that one possesses today may become absolute the other day, and to succeed over one, or you can say even sustain oneself in the profession, one is to be upgraded, and one is to come up with various challenges, situations, different attitudes, and use different skills sets in the different way. Because tomorrow we can say that we have to because tomorrow yourself, you can say, to search ever challenging surrounding, you need to constantly develop and access yourself. This would, you can say, help you to retain in your self esteem and others view at the same time. Now, needs for the self development and self assessment. what is the need and why we require to develop ourselves, and you can say at the same time we have to assess ourselves. So you can see that personal development is a process of, you can say, self education aimed at, you can say, enhancing professional skills, you can say employability, quality of life, self discipline, talent, and potential for everyone. Or you can say helping to climb the career ladder, or you can say to improve their sense of purpose, or you can say personal development. So these are the requirement in today's world, and personal development is, you can say, one kind of vital thing. So the personal development skills for, you can say, can be, you can say, becoming self aware. So becoming self-aware in terms of your, you can say, values, beliefs, and purpose you wish to pursue. It also essential to, you can say, for achieving sense of direction and be more clear on what you wish to achieve and how to make the decisions making process easier. You can say for being clear, as even with the improved sense of direction, there will always be, you can say, multiple tasks, you can say, looking for your attention. So as you develop personally, prioritization becomes much easier and you become clear on your objectives, and it will help you identify which task will be able to justify in the best way with the required resources available. Next is motivating yourself would be, you can say, easier for you by seeing the benefit of taking action. If you know what you wish to achieve, then it is definitely help you to motivate yourself, and we have to do this task which is, you can say, felt to be not enjoyable. The balance and benefit, you can say, involved, that will make you feel more in, we can say, motivated. So this is one kind of best thing that we have to do this kind of task every day, so we can motivate ourselves. Segregating fulfilling relationships, that will also, you can say, here we will be, you can say, able to see which relationships are worth investing time, and we will develop the skill to make the most of these relationships, thereby making a more positive impact on our life. So this is also helpful if we can say, uh, uh, if we can say, develop and assess ourselves every day. So there are some, you can say, directions, or you can say some guidelines that we need to develop and assess, that will help us to develop and assess ourselves, that we will see. But before that, we can say, what before that, please let me know the answer of this question, that whether this statement is true or false. Good, excellent, all of you. That the statement is self development and self assessment improves the professional skills and quality of life simultaneously. The statement is exactly true, and all of you exactly answered the right. So now there are some phrases, or you can say, as I told you, there are some guidelines, or you can say directions that definitely one is to, you can say, one that's definitely help you to, you can say, develop as well as assess ourselves. So first one is change. You may have heard this kind of saying, old orders changes, yielding place to new. Can anyone tell me what does it mean? Old order changes, yielding place to new. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning? Yes, what does it mean? Good. This is the very famous quote by a very famous person. So the fine, I'm telling that nobody knows, then fine. This is the very famous quote by Lord Alfred Tennyson. You may have say heard these lines in your school days. I think the poetry was there, where the famous line was there. If you, I think it was in your syllabus. I do not know. Mote the author. So here it is about that you can say change. You can say it. The change is, you can say, inevitable, and you can say change is, you can say, inevitable in every sphere of life, and it is something that is, you can say, bound to happen sooner or later. And if you are not, you can say, well prepared, you will find it difficult to adjust. So change, nothing is permanent, you can say. It means that nothing is permanent in this world. Everything will change because everyone thinks that of changing the world, but you can say no one thinks of changing himself. So anticipating the changes, you can say one way to make it easier for you to get adjust to. And as change, you can say often means stepping out of your comfort zones and making the necessary adjustment will not be, you can say, as easy as it sounds. You can say because it's leading to make the achievement of your goals difficult. So here the same line gives the meaning, the same thing that changes, you can say, inevitable in every sphere of life, because nothing is permanent in this world. When something, you can say, goes, the new things or new person or new object is there to take place. Why do people avoid change? So here you can see that there are some you can say reason that though you can say uh, we want to, you can say, control our destiny, or you can say making change in our life, maybe where you can say you can say intimidating, and you can say one may, you can say, end up settling for, you can say, less or doing nothing at all. So there are some, you can say, reasons that why people, you can say, are afraid to change. So there can be, you can say, feeling isolated, you can say tendency to cling to the you can say possessions and status, doubting oneself, fear of unknown, focusing on, you can say, external world, and the last is overlooking the fact that opinions are available. So there are some reasons we can say that people are, you can say, afraid to do changes, because we know that if we feel that if we change something, then we think about the consequences, that what consequences will happen, and the consequences can be from the six points that I have that are on your screen, and that's why people afraid to change. But there are some benefit, because it is important to remember that we never have to settle for what it can say transpires when making change in our personal, or you can say in professional lives. When you can say we have enough confidence to act in the face of our fears about change, it gives us a sense of, you can say, control, and ultimately it will, you can say, provide us with a purpose in life. So there are some, you can say, benefit, and the person who is, you can say, willing to gamble, or you can say address changes, has a greater chance of achieving success in their personal as well as professional lives. And there are some core benefits of, you can say, developing unwillingness to change. You have also observed uh, that many examples are there. Can anyone tell me? There are many examples in history that those who are unable to change, those product, especially if you talk about the business, then those business ethics, or those products who do not who didn't change, ultimately they got failure. Can you even tell me the name of the products or any examples? Because there are many examples who got failure because of they didn't change their product, or they didn't change their model, or they didn't change their patterns. Nobody. Oh my God. There are many examples, especially related to your own field. Especially, for example, uh, there are. If you talk about the cell phone, then there was a very huge market of Nokia earlier. It was used to be, but nowadays we can't find this kind of market, or you can say it is out of date company nowadays. Why? Because they haven't updated their system. There are many examples in the history. So, for example, HTC watch, Nokia mobile phone, the ambassador car. So there are many examples nowadays. There are, you can say, just remain history because they haven't changed their system. They haven't upgraded the model. They haven't changed anything, and that's why they couldn't. You can say the you can say, they couldn't secure their place in this market, or you can say in this world. So now there are, you can say, some core benefit of developing willingness to change. First is flexibility. Here you can say frequent change enables us to adapt to new environment, people and situations. While improvements means without, you can say, exercising change, things are not, you can say, improved automatically. So changes are, you can say, incorporated by, you can say, visualizing their need, life values. If we, you can say, are adaptive, our perception towards life, then life would, you can say, change, change us, you can say, uh, that that you can say it will be, you can say, have an easier time to re-evaluating our life, you can say, sometimes, because sometimes this enables us to reinforce our life values, new beginnings, uh, because here changes, you can say, list to offer new life. So this includes access to fresh experience and exciting life opportunity. When, you can say, when we adapt to change, we may find that different opportunities are opened up, and at some point of time, you can say, change provide us with choices that bring about, you can say, fulfillment and happiness. Personal growth, you can say, change also brings along lots of opportunities to learn and grow. Grow us to, you can say, discover insight into our lives, uh, process change also, you can say, with the change, with the we can view that the change, you can say, triggers process, and individuals personal and professionals life is also, you can say, influenced and developed. Relaxation from, you can say, routine. So without change, you can say, our life will be routine and monotonous, and it will be dull, predictable, and very uninteresting. So if you get relaxed from routine, changes, you can say, very important. Strength change, you can say, sometimes leads to encounter unpleasant times. When we learn to overcome such difficult periods, you grow stronger and increase our confidence level. So apart from this, you can say, change, we can say, tries to update oneself as it helps to address, you can say, specific problem at home, or you can say at work, while staying up to date on market trends and, you can say, technological advancement. So in short, change, you can say, keep us updated. Now there are some tips for dealing with change. So here you can see that one is to be flexible. One is to, you can say, communicate it well, continue working with positive attitude. So if we develop, continue, we can say positive development, positive attitude, then definitely we can easily adapt change. If we maintain the network of contacts and seek opinions, then definitely you can say it helps us to adapt the change easily, to realizing that the change is inevitable and is the only aspect of our life that is constant, and perform self assessment. If we assess ourselves, then we realize that how much change we require. Recognize the stage of change. It means that we need to recognize that what kind of changes are required, what kind, in which level we require. Stay alert for the subtle clues in your surroundings. If you find something is busy, then there are some, this is called clues, that we find that now we need to change our pattern, but now we need to change ourselves. So there are some things we definitely we need one needs to find. Fine. Now let me know the answer of this question. Fine. So one must realize that change is inevitable and is the only aspect of one's life that is constant. The statement is true, exactly true, and all of you answered exactly right. Now the next topic is grow, but we will see in our next lecture. We will continue with this topic in our next session, because the topic is too, it is too large, and we can't I don't think so okay we can finish it by today itself. So we have to take this topic in our next session. Just a second. Riya, Himangi, Shyam, Tiktan, Krupal, Kunal, Awadh, Nancy, Vaibhav, Kushal, Akanksha, Forum, Voni, Shanvi, Harshit, Mahir, Deep, Parth, Urvashi, Kumar Pal, Rahul, Bhavik, Pooja, Paul, Rutvi, Ruti, Zaki, Zaki, Sachin, Chinmay, Milan, Hitesh, Hina, Chirag, Vansi, Kamalraj, Astha, Shelvi, Jaykishan, Hiren, Hiren, Naresh, Munaf. After many days, Munaf, you were absent since many days. Yatish, same with the Yatish, even Naresh is still absent. Mohib Hussain, Krish, Mishi, Kushal, Umang, Parth, Karthik, Deep, Purvisha, Mihir, Nirali, Sharad, Rahul, Shreya,
मैम मैसेज सेंड नहीं था तो
Krishna, Milan, Sujitra, Sunil, Harsh, Yash, Diksha, Diksha, Zenith, Varun, Putti, Akshay, Dhairya, and Akash. Akash, absent. I'm repeating absent student's name. If you mark absent, then let me know. Akash, Akshay, Nishik, Kushal, Umang, Naresh, Hitesh, Pal, Rutvi, fine. Yeah, Pal done. Pooja, Havik, so these are the absent students. And in my next session, just a second, Deep and Urvisha, both of you are there. Fine. Parth, are you there? Parth Makadia? Because in the previous session you were absent. Parth, are you there? Parth, are you there? Parth Makadia. Not there, then I need to put absent because if you are not there, then why should I put at present? Fine. You are there. Fine. Now you answer me. You are there. Good. Very good. And are you going to come tomorrow? Are you going to come tomorrow, or any sudden, any kind, any sudden, suddenly anything can will be happen tomorrow? Fine. Because nowadays those who are remaining absent suddenly something happened because I do not know why. Parth, you have to begin the session tomorrow. It means 30th of October 2020. And Urvisha will end the session. Urvisha, are you there? Fine. Parth, am I clear? Parth, am I clear? Good. So Parth Makadia will open this session and Urvisha will end the session tomorrow. Fine. Deep, I know you are there, but your mic is not working. Fine. Tomorrow, you can I keep your box of you can say empty. Next time we will take your turn. Fine. Now today, let me clarify one thing. Please, it's not possible because the topic is too large and it is together. So that's why we can't take because the topic is too large. Please see how many slides are there. So that's why this is not possible today. So we will continue with the same topic tomorrow, and then we will take the turn. So fine. Whose turn is there to end the session? Karthik. Yeah, Karthik, you can.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yeah, Karthik, audible.
Okay. In this lecture, we studied about need for self-development and assessment like professional skill, quality of life, self-discipline. Then we understand about personal development is essential, like becoming self-aware of one's values and beliefs, one's wishes to pursue one's goals and decision taking easier. Then why people do avoid change. Then we understand about core benefits of developing willingness to change, like flexibility, importance of life, values, new beginnings, opportunities, personal growth, progress, relaxation, strength, and then tips for dealing with change. Be flexible, communicate, working with positive attitude, recognizing the stage of change, etc. Thank you, ma'am.
Good, Karthik, for sharing today's, you can say, summary in a nutshell. Now, is there any question from your side? Because this is not possible. You can see many slides still it's pending in the same topic. It's the same topic. This many slides are still pending. So we will start with grow tomorrow by tomorrow. So till now, yes. Any question? Is there any question from your side? Fine. Then thank you so much, all of you. Hitesh, hello, ma'am. I'm present. Some network issue. Okay, fine. Hitesh, I will mark you present. Fine. Done, Hitesh.